today is an exciting day. It is September 23rd, which is my half birthday. So today I am officially 29 and a half years old. So I have only 6 months left of being in my 20s, so that's a little weird to think about, a little scary, a little intimidating, but also kind of cool at the same time. For some reason, I've always really liked my half birthday. I don't think I've ever had a year where I've forgotten about it. I guess September is kind of a new beginnings time, so I'm always a little more tuned in September to what the date is and what's happening when. And yeah, whenever the 23rd comes around, I've never forgotten it. And I don't know, I kind of get a kick out of it. I like my half birthday, maybe more than my real birthday. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different with this video, because it's not going to be super structured. But I was trying to think of something kind of fun to do with my half birthday. And fun, I'm using the term fun loosely because this is still a copywriting tip. But I was trying to think of how I can incorporate the fact that it's my half birthday in there. And I was thinking, okay, half, what can we do with half? And the first thing that popped into my head is actually a really useful tip when you're selling something or trying to persuade really in any way, which is pretty much all the time. But if you make a claim like half, that's okay, but it's not nearly as compelling as giving an actual number. So like today it works for me because today is my actual half birthday. I'm exactly 29 and a half today. If I just said I'm around 29 and a half, it doesn't have the same punch. So an example of this is Ivory Soap is kind of the famous example of this, that they were 99.44% pure. That was kind of always their claim. And they could have said over 99% pure. They could have said, I mean, I'm not sure of the rules and regulation in that industry, but they might have been able to get away with saying 100% or, you know, nearly 100% pure. They certainly could have used all natural because that's, you know, the guidelines for that. I think it's if you're over 90-something%, but they chose to be really specific with that number. And why is that? Well, we found that when you're really specific with giving a number, people tend to believe you. So if Ivory Soap is saying 99.44%, I instinctively believe what they're saying because that's kind of too random of a number to make up. And that's how we think. When we see a really specific number, there are two options. Either the person is lying or the person's telling the truth. Either they've completely pulled that number out of thin air and said, this sounds good, or they're giving you the real number. Now, when you make a claim like half, or, you know, my income nearly doubled, now what does that really mean? What does nearly doubled mean? Does it mean, you know, 1.99999 times, or does it mean 1.5 times? And you've made the call that that's close enough to nearly doubling to use nearly doubled. But if you were to say, I made 1.75 times my previous income, that's more compelling because we have something real to grab onto there. So just wanted to share that with you when you're writing your copy. Anytime that you can use a real number, a real stat, a real figure, that feels a lot more real for your reader and they're much more likely to believe it. So ways that you can incorporate this are if you're doing something like increasing your income or increasing your client's income, more likely, share the exact amount that it went up by if you're talking about testimonials, or if you're talking about how many people are on your list. Sometimes people will say, join over 10,000 other subscribers. I would recommend putting in the actual number. Join 10,462 other entrepreneurs to learn these secrets. It can be really compelling and can really help just give your copy that extra boost of believability when you incorporate real numbers. So that was my super fun half birthday video for you. I know it might not have been as fun as I originally planned, but it's still a really helpful tip. So I hope you liked it, and let me know in the comments how you're going to incorporate this into your copy, where you have kind of a vague generality that you can put in a really specific number. And I look forward to hearing from you guys, and I'm going to go do something half birthday-ish. Hope you're having a great day. I'll see you in the next video.